Again with the gloves up, advantage of the off.
This is the night Muhammad Ali broke his jaw against a fighter nobody believed could beat him.
Pause to wonder. Pulled a little trick there and actually left. Pretty bluntly spoken. The right got into Ali and then a left. And Norton's confidence is growing. A left to the...
It was March 31st, 1973. Muhammad Ali walked into the San Diego sports arena, a 41-1 favorite, weeks away from a shot at George Foreman. The man across the ring from him wasn't even ranked.
How do you think it's going to come out Monday night?
How do I think it's going to come out? I think it's going to be a very interesting fight with his dancing and my fighting. All in all, it's going to be a very good fight, and I'm looking forward to go 12 rounds.
Ken Norton was a former Marine, a three-time all-Marine heavyweight champion who'd nearly walked away from boxing to support his family. Almost nobody outside his own camp believed he belonged in the ring with Ali.
Even though Muhammad Ali is training in Deer Lake, Pennsylvania for his rematch with Ken Norton, his mind and his mouth stretch all the way to Japan.
All this preparation to get ready for some man ranked number 22 in the top 10. He should fight the top-notch fighters.
Ali had called him an amateur in front of reporters that week. His own camp treated the fight as a formality, a tune-up before the real business with Foreman.
Norton in the early going shoots with his right. It's not really effective. As fights go on, he has a tendency to open his stance and leave himself open to the counter right. Ali with the flicking left. You'll hear the crowd yell virtually every time Kenny Norton throws a punch. San Diego's his hometown. We've got a minute to go in round one. You saw that left, attemptedly telegraphed it. We have the mandatory 8 count in this fight. The 3 knockdown rule is waived. No scoring, no saving by the bell. Half a minute. We're approaching the end of round one.
The official record says it happened in round one. Norton's jab, low and fast, catching Ali flush on the jaw. Ali's own corner always believed it happened a round later. Norton insisted until the day he died that it didn't happen until the 11th. Nobody who was there that night ever fully agreed.
Round two coming up. Ali in the white, Norton in the blue. First round did not have a lot. Manager and me to Ali. Now about to ski the fighter if the round is even. The man with the highest total points wins the fight. Good by Norton. That excited the crowd. Than the other man and still lose the fight. California. Norton trying to make good use of that. Truth is, Ali looks sluggish up to this point. Ali last night at a party, actually, wasn't doing anything.
I don't think he's going to take him too light. I mean, just a matter of he gets a nod there. He's a smart fighter, and he got a stand-up fighter, and I don't think any stand-up fighter can whip him.
Well, that's pretty bluntly spoken. The right got into Ali, and then a left. And Norton is coming after him. If nothing else, Norton's confidence is growing. A left to the stomach. If we get a chance, we're going to give them an opportunity to identify. Well, we're approaching the end.
By round two, Norton was landing on almost 2 out of every 3 punches he threw. In his corner, Angelo Dundee wanted to stop it.
Arena, the start of round 3. I gave Kenny Norton the better of it in the second round. Standing in ring center. There hasn't been much didn't predict. This was the round he apparently wanted to knock Ken Norton out. Norton stands left, flicking the left. Muhammad Ali.
Behind him all the time there. If Kid would check him a little bit there, he would do much better, but he's...
There was a time when he could make predictions and make them stick. That was a lot of years ago. Note the way Kenny Norton turns his right. We're approaching the end now of round 3.
Ali found his footing in round 3, moving on his toes, flicking his jab, doing what he'd always done best. For a few minutes, it looked like the fight everyone had expected.
Round 4 coming up. On the toes, circling steadily to the left, keeping the opponent on the move, using the full ring. Norton said he wanted to cut the ring in half on Ali. He didn't even have to do it in the first 2 rounds because Ali showed no movement. See the way it lags back? What do you make of that, Joe? You've sparred with the
I
guy.
would say, otherwise, this is the way Kenny moved to get his power. Otherwise, a lot of guys move different kind of ways to get their power. And I think this Bobby Ken's way of moving.
That, of course, was Joe Frazier, the former heavyweight champion of the world and the only man ever to have beaten Muhammad Ali. Now you see Norton with Ali in the corner, and Ali is just blocking the blows with his...
He knows what it's all about, Howard.
Angie Dundee, the trainer of Muhammad Ali, sitting just over. We're coming to you live from the San Diego Sports Arena on ABC's Wide World of Sports. Muhammad Ali against Kenny Norton. And an almost startlingly dull Ali. Well, I guess the crowd now senses that Ali is doing nothing, while Norton presumably may be punching himself out, so the crowd is beginning. 10 seconds left in round 4. Sports Arena, the bell for the start of round 5. Ali in the white, Norton in the blue. So far, a tame fight. It's hard to figure. Has he gone back that far? That's not easily believable. But certainly Kenny Norton's not seen him fight this way. That was in that rematch at Madison Square Garden against Floyd Patterson, where and then sprung into action and quickly ended the process. Whether or not he can do that against a young fighter, reminded tomorrow on ABC, a sports tripleheader beginning at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. His name is Kurt Flood, the former All-Star center fielder of the National League. And then finally live, the Atlanta 500. We are coming up to the 2-minute mark. 1 minute left in round 5. You can figure this out for yourself. Except for the 3rd round with some dancing and some movement, he has been substantially in ring. Cliff got into Norton then, but he wasn't hurt. Some thought he had been, but he wasn't. Here's Ali.
The living room.
The start of round 6. And as one looks back on the first 5 rounds, minute into the 6th round, thing more than he's done. He's going to have to do it, start doing it. We're almost a minute and a half into the 6th round. Angelo, Angie, what is wrong with your fighter? Tell me now. All right, we'll see what happens in this little bit right here. That was Angelo. Where is that old movement on the toe? Circling, circling, circling.
Keep that up, baby. That's it.
25 seconds left. Not what you would call it.
By the midpoint, commentator Howard Cosell was telling the live audience this had stopped being a formality, that either Norton was far better than advertised, or Ali had slipped more than anyone believed.
The bell for round 7. We're coming to you live from the San Diego Sports Arena. Ali, it's been a curious affair. There's been virtually no movement by us in the past, and now that we're as far along as the 7th round against down this week, reportedly met with Herbert Muhammad, Ali's manager, as going along. We may not be hearing. One doesn't even conjecture with the scoring, at least that's been my experience. Remember, the winner of a round gets anywhere from 1 to 5 points, or you just can't tell how the referee and the 2 judges have scored. Fight in California on the total point system, which is a reminder of Pink and Phil Scott days in another tame episode. Round 7 is moving sluggishly toward its end. And if possible,
Let's go. Come on with that, baby. 10 seconds. Let's go. Put him under.
And just a moment, we'll be back with more of Wide World of Sports right after this message from our local station. Right, we're back for round 8. Who's in his mouth? Judging by the way he's holding his mouth.
Underneath, baby. Under.
Not with his hands, of course, but the mere...
There's no broken anything. There's nothing, you know.
Well, what do you think is wrong with the fighter?
There's not much wrong with him.
Identifies with Muhammad Ali. There's a little movement. 10 seconds into round 8. And Joe Frazier, I think that...
I think he's been trying to take Ken out. Like I say, I worked with Ken for 5 years, and he's not taking any chances. You're not giving no more than he can take.
Here's some sparring with him. The last time Ali appeared on Wide World Live was September of '66 against the Southpaw. You see the countdown.
Round after round, Norton's low, herky-jerky rhythm kept finding the same gaps. Nothing about this fight was getting easier for Ali.
San Diego Sports Arena, the bell for round 9. He has been out there in ring center. Remember the pre-fight interview with Norton, but hasn't taken advantage of it because his left is too slow. A little bit of what we saw from Ali against Joe Frazier. Taking a rest against the ropes, and that cost Ali in the Frazier fight. You remember the 11th round when Joe tagged Ali. Missing, low, slow. No. Not only lasting, but who can tell about the scoring?
Ali fought all of it with a broken jaw. 9 rounds down, 3 to go, in front of a live national audience, with Joe Frazier watching ringside.
Coming to you live from the San Diego Sports, Muhammad Ali in the white. In a fight that has been anything in the apart from the San Diego area had been the fact that he was a sparring partner for the four.
Come on, let's go.
Ali has been, well, we've been watching.
Let's go, Cal. Let's go, Cal.
Ali again with the gloves up, furious. Was it a quick snapping thing? Not Kenny Norton. Ali couldn't take advantage of the off-balance Norton. And Joe Frazier is exhorting Norton midsection, which is now becoming a more open target. Now Norton's left is getting in there before Ali's. We're in round 10 with Tink. Fudge, the shrewd trainer. Had over Ali, really, but still a fighter who's grown in confidence, and in the last round, the belly effectively, and even was getting the left jab in there much more quickly than he had. Oh, Kenny Norton pulled a little trick there and actually laughed. Now Ali is beginning for the first time to show some fight and landing with some punches. However, Norton keeps coming at Ali, and Ali is against the ropes, not delivering punches and ground. Ali.
Very close.
Okay. Fight. This round, Ali is doing well. Less than a minute to go. It's not my intention to make any Ali as you see the countdown on the clock. One has to wonder, is it all suddenly going out? But certainly today's performance gives one pause to wonder. Round 11. End of round 11.
By the championship rounds, the outcome was still genuinely in question. Neither man had pulled away.
Itself, the final round, round 12. He was beaten by George Foreman. In the final round, he says the fight's no surprise to him because of the years he worked with Kenny. He's scoring heavily and is not able to do so. Norton is throwing the loop. Ali is tired. Ali is really tired. He was just laughing. Good right fight, but that right hurt Muhammad Ali. That right hurt all blood in Ali's mouth, too. Norton is all over. Norton is the one with the fight left in him. To the end of the fight. Ali's mouth is bloody. The left gets in and a good right. He is all over Ali. He is punching him around the ring. Tired, you just saw him groping for breath against the ropes, but he knows what he's doing here. Maybe there is something in hypnotism because it's worked for Kenny Norton today.
The scorecards were split. One judge for Ali, two for Norton. Muhammad Ali had lost for only the second time in his career, to a fighter almost nobody had heard of 6 weeks earlier. Ali was hospitalized within hours, his jaw wired shut. He never wore that Elvis robe again. He'd wanted this fight as a stepping stone to Foreman. Instead, it set up a rivalry that ran 39 rounds over 3 fights, and Ken Norton never let him forget it.